Hey there, I'm Trista Polo with Cecil TV, and I'm very excited to have Andrew Mitchell with us today. He's the artistic director at the Milburn Stone Theater at Cecil College. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
I'm excited to have you. Now, we have some great stuff going on in the theater that's coming up. Can you share what's happening this week?
Absolutely. So coming up, we've got this Thursday, the 15th, right after Valentine's Day. It is an event that Americans for the Arts and the Cecil County Arts Council is putting together. It's called the Value of the Arts in Cecil County. So a couple years ago, back in 2022, Americans for the Arts commissioned this survey, and Cecil County was one of the participant areas in this survey. And so they gathered a lot of data, and there's a lot of good news to talk about the value of the arts in Cecil County, and they're excited to bring it to the theater.
That sounds great. I was at an event recently for the Northeast Chamber of Commerce, and I met someone from Cecil County Arts, and they said that they have been doing a lot of work to put this event together, and they were very excited. And I said, what can we do to support you? And they said, come to this event, bring everyone you know. So I love that we're talking about it. Now, they did the survey. Can you tell us a little about what they found and what the value is to the arts in the area?
Sure. Well, I mean, I don't want to give away too many spoilers. That's the reason why people should come to the event. But if you go to cecilarts.org, where you can also register to attend this event, you can find a survey. You can find all the survey results there as well for what the presenter, Randy Cohen, will also bring to Thursday night. But yeah, no, numbers are good.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing I can say. The numbers are good. To find out how good they are, I encourage people to go there. But we're talking millions of dollars are brought into the county through the arts, and not just, you know, of course, the Milburn Stone Theater, I'm going to talk about that, but all the different arts organizations and all the different artists. There's a lot of jobs created in the arts in Cecil County, and a lot of people don't really know the economic impact of the arts in Cecil County, and that's what this event's all about, to show people not just, you know, in goodwill and charity and ideas and for the cultural significance of it all, which is high, but also what it means in dollars and cents.
Yeah, and I think that's super important so we can see what the value it actually brings. There's also going to be free food, I understand.
There will be free food.
So that's another good perk to come.
And free drinks.
And free drinks.
Plus, you're going to see performers from the Northern Chesapeake Symphony Orchestra, Cecil Dance Theater,
beautiful,
the Milburn Stone Theater, and also the Cecil College Performing Arts, all performing as well. And the grand finale is this presentation by Randy Cohen.
So it sounds like a really nice night out, and it starts at 6 o'clock. 6
o'clock is when the event starts. Doors to the theater will open more at like 5:45-ish. The presentations are going to kick off around 6:05, 6:10, and then it goes till 8 o'clock, maybe a little bit after, but not a late night, and you get to see a lot, you get to eat, and you get to enjoy the arts in Cecil County.
I love that, and support the arts, which I think is also super important. Well, I will definitely be there. My husband will be my date.
Excellent.
And we're looking forward to seeing you and all of Cecil County. You do want to RSVP so they know how much food and drink to have, right?
Yeah, so we're asking people to go to cecilarts.org. That's the Cecil County Arts Council's website. We're asking people to go there, RSVP, just so that they have an understanding of how many people are attending. And so that way we can figure out numbers and make sure there's food for all.
That sounds great. That sounds great. But that's not the only thing happening at the Milburn Stone Theater this week.
No, so on Friday night, if you love comedy, and I hope you do.
I do.
Excellent. So we have Scott F. Mason. He is a Dame Edna tribute artist. And you don't know who Dame Edna is, I encourage a YouTube search to get an idea of who Dame Edna was. But Scott is not just a regionally, but actually nationwide renowned Dame Edna tribute artist. So Scott has been doing Dame Edna tributes for, I think it's been over 20 years now. He's performed everywhere from New York City to LA, Las Vegas. He even was named the honorary understudy by the late Dame Edna, Barry Humphries himself. So it's a fun show. This one is One Dame Funny Valentine. So it's a Valentine's themed event. It's great for if you're flying solo, if you have a couple. What's really great is there will be part 2 of it. So Act 1 really is more of Scott doing his Dame Edna comedy show.
Yeah.
Part 2 is a newlywed game style show where couples can compete to win Milburn Stone Theater tickets, but also have fun playing the game. So we encourage couples to come out because there's a chance you could win tickets. Why not, right?
That sounds amazing.
So tickets for that, they start at 22, they go down to 16. It all depends on different brackets, adult, senior, military. We have a Cecil College / student rate of 16. But yeah, it's a fun night out. Not necessarily for young kids. There's a lot of innuendo, not necessarily foul language, maybe a couple choice words, but there is some innuendo, so maybe not one for the kids.
More for the adults.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it sounds really fun. I love there's going to be some audience participation as well.
Absolutely. The Dame is very audience participation friendly, so if you're coming out, you might be picked on a little bit, but it's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. Now, you also have a show coming up that sounds amazing called The Mountaintop. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure thing. So March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, we're presenting Katori Hall's The Mountaintop, which deals with the last 12 hours of Martin Luther King Jr.'s life. It's an incredible piece of theater. We are thrilled to present this show. We've got 2 amazing actors involved. We've got a great director who mostly does a lot of work down in Baltimore involved as well. So we're ecstatic to get this show up. It's a show that I've loved since I read it a few years back, and I'm really excited that the Cecil County community gets a chance to experience this show. It's not produced that often. I think the last time was maybe, I think it was 2015 in Delaware, and maybe down in Baltimore, maybe like last year. So, but it's still in this direct area in Cecil County and the surrounding counties. It's been a little while since this show's been produced, but it's a very powerful piece of theater. It's all about the idea of a legacy, whether you get to see your legacy become what you hope it would be or not, but the idea of what does that mean to leave a legacy and create something that you hope will last past you, but you're unsure if it ends with you or it goes beyond you.
Well, I think we would all like to believe that we could leave a legacy, and what does that really look like? So that sounds like an amazing show.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful piece of theater. It has had shows in Broadway and all over the world. It actually got its start in the West End because there wasn't a chance for Broadway at the time to produce this show. But because it went to the West End, it gave Katori Hall, she not only won the Olivier Award for Best Play, but she not only became the first African-American to win that award, but she's the first woman to win that award.
Wow.
So, I mean, that by alone should speak for itself, but it's an incredible piece of theater. We hope people come out and see it.
Me too. It sounds great. And she's an award-winning author of screenplays. She has done a lot of really good work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, you love the theater. You work at the theater.
I do.
And I understand you have a little bit of a theater background as well.
I do. I've been doing theater since I was a little kid. Spent time, did my undergrad for theater at the University of Delaware, and I've been busy in the area. I've been with the Milburn Stone Theater in this capacity since 2018. It's easy for me to know when my first day of work was because I started full-time the day after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. So it's real easy that if I'm ever trying to, like, when did I start? I just have to Google that.
Very good.
When did the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
But I've been with the theater since 2012. I'm nearing my 20th production directing there. So
great. So you're a director as well.
I'm a director as well. Occasionally, now more as a backup role, I perform, but I started there as a performer.
Yeah.
But now I mostly am on stage when something goes wrong in the run and Andrew needs to step in. So that's.
What's the favorite role you ever did?
Ooh, for MST, I was Malvolio in 12th Night. That was a lot of fun. I did the father, Dan, in Next to Normal. That was a very challenging role. I got to play Ernest in The Importance of Being Earnest. That was the first really big role I got to do at MSD. And then also I did Brad in the Rocky Horror Show, not the last time, but the one we did beforehand. That's a few roles I got to do there, so
yeah,
it was all fun.
You're the whole package.
You know, if you work in the theater, you tend to stay busy.
That's right. That's right.
So you got to just keep rolling along.
And we're so happy that you came to share and take some time out of your busy schedule to let us know what's going on at the theater. So the information is on the website.
Yes, if you go for Milburn Stone Theater events, if you go to milburnstone.com or milburnstone.org, you can find all of our events there. For the event Value of the Arts, we encourage people to go to cecilarts.org just so that they can RSVP. But there's links back there to Milburn Stone's website from that website as well.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on Cecil TV, giving us a great update of everything happening.
Sure
and
thing.
we'll definitely see you later this week.
That sounds fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.